What's up, guys? It's the Tilted Gamer Podcast. I'm your host, NSA is Watching Us, here with Paired Rabbit.
Yeah.
This is the official podcast of the Cream Team International. Now, I've heard some talk recently about us having a little bit of misinformation, just being wrong on a few things.
Oh, I don't
Just
doubt that.
keep in mind that we're just a couple of guys here. We're not in the industry. We're not professionals. Think of this as a conversation that you overheard from two drunk guys at a bar talking about video games.
Right. And if you hear any misinformation from me, you're probably right.
You're probably right.
You're probably right.
That's essentially the gist here on the Tilted Gamer Podcast.
But has there been people saying that we're wrong?
I've heard, like, when I say people, I mean, like, two people be like, oh, no, the release date's actually this, or you actually misspoke about a game mechanic in that one game that you haven't quite played yet, and you just read a review on it.
Oh.
It's like, oh, well, okay.
Yeah, thanks.
Whatever, man. Cool deal.
No harm. Okay.
So what's up, man? How was your week?
It's been pretty alright. You know, the casual Black Ops gameplay.
Yeah.
I tried giving
On that
Grim
Black
Fandango a shot again.
You just couldn't get back into it? You were talking so highly of it last time.
I know, but I stopped for so long. And then, well, when I picked it back up, it was pretty weird. Like, your driver who souped up your car.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you met him. He was like this big
Yeah,
guy.
the giant guy that can barely fit in the car.
Yeah, he soups up your car and then just drives off, crashes it, and then he's so upset that he loses his job, he literally rips his heart out.
What the fuck?
And just throws it into the woods. And that's where I stopped. I was like, what is going on? And I had to get back into Black Ops because, you know, the
Yeah.
double XP thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, Grim Fandango seems like the kind of game where you gotta just, like, play through most of it in a relatively short amount of time. Like,
Right.
I with story games like that, it's like, you know, reading like half of a book and then not reading any of it for like 3 months and then trying to come back to it.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to be invested in the story. You're not going to give a fuck
Right.
about any of the characters or what's going on.
That's why I hadn't picked it up, is because I stopped and I was like, fuck, I messed up.
Yeah, you just stop caring.
It's one of those games, you have to play straight through most of the way.
Right. But yeah, same here, man. I've just been on that Black Ops kick. Getting my double XP. I finally hit Prestige rank 10.
Nice.
Yeah, dude, max Prestige is just over the horizon.
Man,
I'm sure.
you're going up hard this weekend.
Oh,
apparently.
dude, yeah. I've been in a pretty serious grind mode. Just
Nice.
CTF with you, and then when you're not on, just free for all. I get at least like 20,000 XP every game that I play.
Oh, yeah.
And if
Well,
I
how much-
actually, what were you gonna say?
How much XP did you, I don't even know. You went 30-0 for the first
Oh
time.
yeah, I got my
in free
first
for all.
pseudo-nuclear. Apparently, if you use score streaks to get those 30 kills, it doesn't actually count as a nuclear. I guess that's only 30 gun kills. It counts as that.
30 kills.
But I still got I got like 30 XP off that game.
30,000.
30,000.
Okay,
yeah,
I'm like
yeah.
30. That,
30K, bro.
right. See,
But
when I got my nuclear, they only get like their crypto keys don't make sense to me. Like I got 50,000 XP and they gave me 2 crypto keys.
I don't think crypto keys are based off XP. I think there's a
They
different
should be.
factor there.
To me, I think they should be.
That would make
XP,
sense, yeah, but-
right. If you do amazing, you should get more crypto keys rather than
I guess so.
average amount. Because I've gone games where I've gone basically 1 for 1.
Right.
You got like 4 or 5 crypto keys, and me going like plus 20 and getting like 2.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what factors into how many crypto keys you get.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I've been just plugging along at Black Ops. And if I wasn't playing Black Ops, I was playing The Division.
Looks pretty good.
Dude, it's fucking sweet. I cannot wait until March when that game actually comes out.
Mm-hmm.
We, the game before the end game is still pretty sweet. Like, run around with a few friends, taking out the AI, dropping people, picking up new loot. It seems, from what I've seen, it is definitely more of an RPG with shooter aspects, whereas opposed to Destiny is a shooter with RPG aspects.
I agree.
It's-
From what I saw you
yeah,
play,
it's a lot heavier on the RPG side of things, which, coming from Final Fantasies, all kinds of different JRPGs growing up, I love that shit. I'm just any sort of RPG game out there, like it's going to draw me into it, no matter how shitty it is.
I think my favorite part of watching you and other people play the beta was the whole third-person aspect of it.
Oh, right.
Right? Because there's too many FPSs or first-persons out there, other than, I don't know what I'm trying to get at, but still, the whole third-person thing is a nice touch rather than the typical
Yeah,
first person.
yeah, definitely. It's a nice change of pace from, playing, Destiny and Black Ops so much. Having, just backing up and getting behind the player. I mean, when I play Fallout, that's almost entirely how I play, as third person. That's just I don't know. I like to mix it up with my shooters like that.
Okay. Sorry to interrupt, but Mr. Crux over here said crypto keys are based off time played, game mode played, and a bonus if you win.
Oh, dope! Awesome. Well, there you go. There's the mystery of the crypto key has been solved.
Crux, what would we do without you, man?
We'd live a much bleaker and more depressed life. That's for sure.
Right.
Yeah. Once you actually get to the end game of the Division, that's when shit really picks up. There's this area called the Dead Zone where it's a
the Dead Zone or the Dark Zone? I guess it doesn't really matter.
Dark
It's
Zone.
DZ,
I think.
DZ,
Yeah, everyone calls it the DZ.
Yeah.
It might actually be Dark Zone. I think you're right.
Regardless, yeah.
Regardless, that's where the end game happens, where you can get the best loot. There's vendors in there, the different checkpoints that you can buy loot from with the Dark Zone currency. It's also this big area where you can fight other players, and other players can attack you, and shit gets real crazy real fast. We had one of the most exciting experiences in game that I've had in a long time, where there's these points called extraction points where you can send up your gear, which you can only hold 6 pieces of gear at a time in the Dark Zone.
How many pieces, I'm sorry?
6 pieces.
Oh, that's not a lot.
Which is separate from your inventory. Yeah.
Now, does that include, like, guns and, like, attire?
Guns, attire, armor pieces, all of it counts.
It doesn't seem like a lot.
It doesn't seem like a lot, which makes you have to go to the extraction point a lot more frequently. Which these extraction points, you shoot up a flare at these certain areas, and you have about like a minute, 20 seconds before a helicopter comes in, drops a rope. You attach your gear to it, and it sends it up, and I guess they decontaminate it for you, where you can pick it up in your stash back at the operations base.
Yeah.
So these extraction zones are real hot points for other players to come by, kill you, take your loot, and then extract it themselves and get all the stuff.
Right. Yeah.
So I was playing with a bunch of the UK guys. We had a 4-man squad, a full team, and we all had all 6 pieces of gear. We had all 6 pieces of gear, and we go to one of the extraction points where it's a 2 streets come together. It's at the corner of the cross street intersection right there, and behind it there's another alleyway. So we're sitting there. We clear out all the AI after we call for the extraction. We have probably 30 seconds left on our extraction. And we see these red skulls start coming up over the horizons. Which the red skull
rogue,
means,
right?
Yeah, someone has gone rogue, which means they have killed other players, and you can actually get more Dark Zone currency if you kill them. And when someone is rogue, you can see their names like through walls, like see where they're at.
You can just see their name, or can you see like the shape of their?
I think you can see the name and the shape too. And you also have a wider range of where you can see them as like an icon on the map too.
Because I've seen that. Well, I guess it's not a shape; it's more of like a bunch of red squares.
Yeah, that's how they show people through walls. Is like wider red squares depending on the
status.
status.
They just do that for rogue. It's not like a special ability or anything.
There is a special ability where if someone is an enemy, you can see them through walls too.
Okay.
So we are standing there with like 30 seconds left. Just sitting around doing jumping jacks, fucking around. And we see these red skulls come up over the horizon. And we're like, oh, fuck, guys, we got rogues to the right coming in. So we all take cover, we ready our weapons, and we see them running down the street, and we start opening fire, just pop, 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 trying to, pick them off, defend our extraction point. And we can see over to the left-hand side, more non-rogue players are coming over. So we're like, oh, fuck, dude, these guys are coming to fuck us up, too.
Right.
And we notice that they're not shooting the other rogue players. They're shooting at us. But, they're not hitting us enough because you have to do like 5k damage to actually become rogue. Which there's a whole fucking thing with that where people can bait you into you becoming rogue and them not, even though they were firing first. So these guys were shooting us, not doing enough damage. So as we're trying to defend ourselves, we end up going rogue, shooting these other white players, as, we're also trying to shoot off the rogue players.
Right.
So our squad has gone rogue. I think it was a team of 4 and a team of 3. So we have 7 people all shooting at us. We've got like 10 seconds left on our extraction point. But where the rope drops down for us to attach our loot is right out in the open. There's no cover. So we're like, dude, fuck, guys, we got to get out of here. Like, we're going to lose all of our loot if we stick around here.
Does it take a while to extract? Like, you can't just go up and press square and then you can run off?
You got to hold square. It takes probably like 3 seconds because you have to like do an animation where you like attach you pull your gear from your ass and you attach it to the rope. And
I
then,
gotcha.
Yeah. So we're like, it's a bust, man. Like, this extraction point, it's too hot. We got to get out of here. So we start retreating down the back alleyway that we had open to us where there's no one at. And so we retreat down this back alleyway, and these two groups start converging and chasing us. So we were just running down the streets, like, yelling for each other, like, guys, I need a heal over here. All right, guys, I'm down. I need a revive. Someone throw up a shield. So, buddy would throw up a shield, come by, revive us, and we'd all keep running.
Wait, a shield?
Yeah, that's one of the abilities.
Shield?
You kind of pull out this riot shield and can defend. You can only shoot your pistol.
Is it like from when I said that one time where it pops up from, like, your wrist?
Yeah, it pops up from your wrist, and you can defend.
That's dope.
Yeah, you can't run with it, but you can defend, revive someone, and then, take off the other way.
Okay.
So it became this huge fucking manhunt, which actually, manhunt is what it's called when you hit level 5 in the rogue rank, the more players you kill. So we've already picked off like 2 or 3 people, and we've gone up to rank 5. So we're now in a manhunt stage, where all these other people have a wider range of where they can see us on the map. And we have these big flashing fucking yellow icons next to our name. So we're real appealing to other people to come hunt us down.
That's pretty heavy for them. They're just like, obviously, like, you guys should go for these guys.
Yeah.
Which is cool, I guess, if you're going after those guys. But if you are those guys, you're like, man, this sucks.
It's really hard to survive a manhunt.
Oh, I believe it.
So we're just running down the streets, trying to get away from these guys, just sprinting, turn around, shooting, trying to pick a couple guys off, like, as we're trying to escape there. And eventually we get cornered into this alleyway where we can't, there's no other streets for us to turn on. These guys have converged, like, towards the front of it, and they're closing in. And you can actually hear the other players. It's not their actual voices, but you can hear in-game, voices of, "Who's over there? Go get him!" And you can hear them in the distance. Like, it's just super heart-pounding, trying to run away, and you just hear these voices behind you.
Right.
And like I said, we've got 7, 8 people on our asses now, and it's hard enough to kill like 2 or 3 guys that are all coordinated. We've got 7 or 8 guys trying to fucking put our asses in the ground, trying to get our sweet loot, and we've all got like I said, 6 out of 6 full loot packs. And so we're just running off, and we get trapped in this alleyway where the only escape is this ladder going up. So, all right, come on, we're trying to cover each other. We're one by one getting up the ladder, trying to shoot down, throw grenades to get them off of us. So we all eventually get up this ladder on top of this building, and inside the building are 12 AI guys that are inside there too.
Shit.
So we're all running around trying to take cover, trying to shoot some of these AI, trying to figure out how the fuck to get out of this situation. As these 8 players are converging on us, we've got 12 AI inside the building.
Are they difficult AI?
If you're out of cover, which same for every part of the game, if you're out of cover, you can go down like that.
Yeah,
they just do so much damage so fast.
But I didn't know if there was a difference between the AI difficulty in the Dark Zone and whatever you call
they're higher levels than the rest of the game. The rest of the game, they're probably like 5, 6. Dark Zone, they're 7, 8, all the way up to 9.
Right, because you have to be a certain level to go into the Dark Zone, right? Well, you don't have to be, but
it's recommended, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
So it becomes this long fucking 10-minute firefight of us just trying to keep our asses alive, defend against the AI, defend against the players. We're dropping players, dropping AI left and right. We're going down, we're getting revives. We lose a member. We can't revive him. He's dead. We lose another member. He's dead. There's 2 of us, and we're just in the full
suppressing fire.
Exactly. And we just go out in a blaze of glory after, like I said, 10 minutes of just constant, intense fucking firefights. Eventually, we all die. We lose all of our loot. Right. But it was fun as fuck. Like, one of the, seriously, most exhilarating things I've done in a game, and at least for the last couple months, for sure.
And they're going to improve on that.
And it's just the beta. Yeah. It's going to get so much more intense. There's going to be so many more abilities, perks, talents, more gear.
Do you think they'll increase your inventory slots? Because, 6, to me, doesn't sound like a lot.
For the Dark Zone?
Yes.
Probably not. I think 6 is actually a good number. It forces you to actually go and extract your items frequently. But your inventory, how much you can hold, is based on your backpack, actually. Different backpacks can increase or decrease your inventory.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Another thing I liked was there's a different ranking for normal game and the Dark Zone area.
Yeah,
isn't
there's
there?
two separate ranks in there.
Okay.
Level,
That's a neat little feature. I mean,
yeah. Level 8 was the cap for your base level, and then 12 was the cap for your Dark Zone level.
Right.
I think the Dark Zone levels, that only affected what kind of gear you could purchase from the Dark Zone vendors.
Mm-hmm.
And being able to actually equip that gear, you only had to be level 7 or 8. But to buy it, you had to be, max Dark Zone level.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess, if someone bought it and you picked it up, you could use it. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Like if someone bought it and had it in their... Well, I guess no. If they bought it, it goes straight to your inventory. It doesn't sit in your Dark Zone stuff, so you couldn't loot it off someone's body.
Oh, well,
right.
Then that's a little weird, don't you think?
You
Not
can
only buy it at max level, but you can equip it at a lower level?
You can buy it at max level, but to equip it for those guns, for the high-end guns, you still would have to be max base level to even equip
max
it.
Base level, not Dark Zone level.
Right.
Oh,
correct.
okay, that's my bad then.
But yeah, that was the Division. It seems super fun.
It looks super
I
cool.
cannot wait. I'm going to get fucking beta syndrome, where the same thing happened to Destiny, where I played through the beta, and all my other games just seemed boring as fuck to play.
Right. See, the worst part for the Destiny beta for me was I was on the last mission, the Devil's Lair. You know how that was the last thing? I was facing the walker, the spider walker, whatever you want to call it, and the beta just ended right before I killed it.
That sucks.
I'm like, what? No, but I need more. I need it so bad.
Yeah, I'm already starting to feel that syndrome a little bit. It's a good thing we had double XP weekend for Call of Duty.
Right, you had something else.
Yeah, or I would have been like really hurting.
Oh yeah.
But I'm probably going to feel like this for a month, where all I want to do is just play the Division. I can look over and see my stack of games, and be like, these games are not the Division.
Right.
That's all I want to play. It's all I want to do.
Good time, man. I might have to get it.
Yeah.
I didn't play the beta at all, but I watched you enough to basically get the grasp.
It's so much fun. You're definitely going to have to pick that up.
Right.
But aside from the Division, I just played some Iron Banner. When I say some, I mean like I played 6 games and fucking just quit.
Fool.
I was like, dude, this is so fucking mind-numbing. I just can't... One, it's not boring. Like, it's not like I did bad. My lowest KD was 1.2.
Oh, that's like 8 times better than me. Because I appreciate the last podcast when I talked about it.
Yeah,
into elimination,
you're sucking it up.
And just got wrecked so hard.
So it's not like I was doing bad. It wasn't fun.
Yeah.
But after we get done with this, I need to go back in because I still need to hit rank 3 just so I can get that Hunter Cloak.
I guess it is Monday, so Iron Banner's still
it's still up. Tomorrow, though, we got our Crimson Days.
Yeah,
I guess.
I might dabble back into it.
Prepare to be whelmed. It's going to be a new game mode comes out tomorrow for Destiny where it's going to be 2v2 playlist, and you have to actually go in with a fire team. It's not going to matchmake you.
Nice.
You have to, they say, select your dancing partner and
right.
go in together, So what they revealed in the last weekly update was the special mechanic is going to be where if one of your teammates goes down, the remaining teammate basically becomes a juggernaut. You have increased, you get max agility, max armor, max recovery. That's going to be the special mechanic for Crimson Days where all that stuff happens. And they're actually going to have new emotes and stuff available for purchase from the Eververse Trading Co.
Yeah.
Have you seen what the emotes are yet?
Well, definitely not.
You know what one of them is?
Definitely not.
Hotline Bling.
Oh, no way.
Hotline Bling, yeah.
Oh,
I swear to God it is.
Drake is... I don't like his music,
Dude,
but he's an interesting fellow.
Yeah.
I just don't like that kind of music, but
Yeah, same.
He's not a bad guy.
Dude, I barely play Destiny anymore. I certainly don't enjoy the PvP.
Definitely.
I don't want to spend any money towards Destiny and their microtransactions.
But the Hotline Bling.
But goddamn, I think I'm gonna have to buy that Hotline Bling.
Where he's like bending over going, oh.
That's the one. That's the one. Because I could see it in the little image. He's all kind of like bent over like this. And
have you seen all the memes and, shit of that?
oh, yeah, of course.
My favorite one where he does that and he's playing tennis.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
Drake.
It's probably going to be a fucking $5 emote, and I think I'm just going to have to get it.
What, for one?
Probably.
Oh, because it actually, I guess,
But the emotes and everything you can buy is only going to be available for that 1 week. It's just going to be special event emotes that you can only buy for a limited time.
So after this week, you won't be able to get that emote or the ones they're about to release?
Correct.
Well, see, that's one thing I don't like.
That's how they bait you into making the purchases.
See,
limited time now. Get your
problem
free
with-
Hotline Bling dance.
Right, Destiny was the racing league. The
Right,
Sparrow Racing
yeah.
League. Like, yes, we did our own racing league.
Yeah, we used to do
basically.
that. Yeah, that was fun.
Right,
Racing
before-
around Venus, yeah.
Right, exactly. But the problem I have with that is, it was limited rather than its own playlist. Which,
Yeah.
to me,
I mean, there's only 2 maps, and you have to spend $10 to get the Racing League book to
Right.
track your stats.
right, it didn't make any sense to me. It's kind of like a tease. You know that those commercials where like the old guys holding the fishing rod with the,
Yeah.
you gotta be quicker than
Gotta
that.
be quicker. Yeah.
That's basically how I feel Bungie was to them. They're just
Yeah.
like, oh, look, it's right here. It's so fun. And it's gone.
Yeah, I mean, they even said, we're just kind of testing the waters here. We want to see kind of like if the demand is really there for the Sparrow Racing League, which I'm pretty sure from what everyone said is it's fun as fuck, everyone loves it. Mm-hmm. But it being up for 3 weeks and there only being 2 maps, it got old pretty quick.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if Sparrow Racing was part of the game from the get-go, and it was just another activity for us to do and a string of other stuff to do, and in pretty much the middle of a content drought that we've been in, having Sparrow Racing be the only new thing, of course people are going to get burnt out on it.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure with Destiny 2, or if they release it again after like some other DLC patch, it's going to be in like the perfect balance of this other fun thing you can go do that doesn't require you to shoot the guys.
Yeah.
So that's Crimson Days. I wanted to also talk about Triple Rex Video, talking about the recent, just kind of the state of Destiny and where it's at. He talked a lot about how skill-based matchmaking is kind of killing Destiny.
Or their version of skill-based matchmaking.
Yeah, their version of skill-based matchmaking, where if you're a better player with a higher KD or the higher combat rating, you're always going to get paired against people with those higher combat ratings, whether or not the connection is going to suffer for it. And almost every time, the connection is going to suffer for you having to be paired up with people all around the world that are even close to your skill.
Yeah.
Which, for people that are more on the average side or the below average, it's probably not going to be as big a dampening on your connection speed, because there's a larger player pool to pull from.
Right.
Of
the casuals.
Yeah, of the casuals, I guess.
Yeah.
That, you're more likely to get people from your area that aren't going to dampen the connection speeds for the whole match. So it's not as big a problem, but for people that are on the higher spectrum of that, it's like all the big streamers, big YouTubers that play PvP have talked about how it's just fucking ridiculous. Like every fucking game is like a sweaties match.
Yeah.
Where a laggy sweaties match that you're playing people from all over the world that Bungie has had to connect you with because there's no one even close to your skill rating anywhere close to you. So we talked about how that's just really kind of taking the fun out of Destiny PvP for him. There's no chill. It's just all salt and sweats, yeah. He also mentioned how bringing a ranked playlist would be a huge, huge addition to Destiny's PvP, kind of like how Halo does, how any PvP game does. Like there's the having fun with your friends, more casual playlist where you can go in and, there's not a skill-based matchmaking, it's just connection-based. Go in, just sit down, have a good time, play this game for a little bit. And then there's the ranked playlist where, this is your try-hard mode. This is where you're going at it, trying to be the best that you can, be all you can be,
right. You
join
think
the army.
Big budget game like Destiny would have that.
Yeah, you would think, especially a big-budget game that's so closely related to Halo
Yes.
would have that. But no, I don't know what the reasoning is, or maybe they've got some sort of technological reason, some excuse that they can't implement something like that.
Or maybe they realized they had a lack of content. I mean, they do have a good amount of content, but they have, or limited, I should say, and so they're like withholding some things. Like they obviously had the idea for Sparrow races for a good minute.
Well, yeah, I mean, even going back to year one, data mining the game, Kuroda's End and elements of House of Wolves were in the base game. Like, that was probably supposed to be vanilla Destiny. But just through lack of content creation, they've had to cut some things down and sell these things to us later.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they didn't have ranked playlists from the start, but it would be a nice addition. And I think for anyone that's trying to be competitive in Destiny's PvP, it's almost a necessity to really pull people in, where you don't have to go to third-party sites to see where you're at on the competitive scale. It should be something in-game, like in Black Ops, where you can quickly check the lobby leaderboard. Okay, where do I stand?
Right.
Okay, there I am. Oh, this guy, oh man, he's like, 10,000 spots above me. This guy's going to be pretty good. Like, there needs to be something like that in-game for Destiny, for sure. He also talked about how Bungie straight up lied to us in the Destiny Crucible Radio podcast.
Mm-hmm.
They had Derek Carroll on, where he explicitly stated that there was no skill-based matchmaking. And when it came to light that there was in the weekly update, he issued out a tweet as an apology.
Wow.
But I think it's just real indicative of kind of where Bungie stands for giving us information. Like, if they have to come out and say that, we either don't have the money to bring you new content right now, or, stuff is further down the road on the horizon, we just can't tell you anything about it right now. They just have either been real quiet with us, or have straight up lied to us in, the last few weeks, which, that's like the biggest thing between a developer and his community is honesty. I mean, if you can't trust a developer, it, one, makes you not want to play the game as much. You don't feel as close to the community. You don't feel that love from the developer as much.
Mm-hmm.
You just feel like, you can't. I don't know, man. It just seems like Destiny's in a real poor state.
I'm gonna have to take everyone's word for it, because as people who've been listening to this, I just gave up Destiny like that. As soon as we did hard mode Oryx and did trials and did all going to the lighthouse and everything, I was like, I did it all, other than collect all the exotics.
Once we played the content.
I was like, I did it all, I'm good. And then I came back for challenge mode, or we all did, basically. And then that was it. I feel like that's all we needed, So I'm going to have to take everyone's word that Bungie has been lying, because, to me, I don't care. I don't play the game anymore.
Yeah, and I don't know if anyone listens to the Guardian Radio podcast, where the fucking hosts on there are just a bunch of goddamn Bungie apologists. They talked about in their last episode how, Bungie didn't lie, show me the proof that they lied, which anyone that actually, follows shit, we all know, where the lie was, what happened. The proof that they lied was in the dude's apology on Twitter that, oh, sorry, I didn't know this, I never intentionally lied. Pulling that whole remark there. So, I mean, those guys, I think they're just way too close to Bungie now to give us a real honest, trustworthy podcast anymore.
Yeah, I agree.
Not to mention the fact that half of them are a bunch of goddamn fucking casuals. Because I still enjoy Destiny. I don't play it as much anymore, but I'm still in the Destiny subreddit all the time. And I still listen to 2 different Destiny podcasts throughout my week.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to the Guardian Radio podcast and the Destiny the Show podcast. But the Guardian Radio one, they're just too fucking casual. They don't play enough to talk about this game the way that they do. I mean, they're basically an official podcast for Destiny.
Yeah.
And one of their hosts just beat normal Oryx a week and a half ago. For her first time, fucking Belle Bunny.
That's not good, because even the super shitty people that we used to play with had already beaten it.
Yeah.
By themselves. Well, not by themselves, but, with their own groups.
Yeah, with their own groups. I mean, how are you going to be a host on, the biggest Destiny podcast and not even have the fucking raid done yet? I mean, after the game had been out since September, or, Taken King's been out since September, go do the fucking raid. Right. It's the biggest content piece of the new expansion.
And to me, it's the best part.
Of course, the raids are always the best part of Destiny. And she didn't even fucking beat it until a week and a half ago. I just don't understand how such casual video game players can even have anything to talk about for a podcast like that.
Because they're sucking that Destiny dick so hard that they're like, hey, you can do this.
Yeah, just get me on there so I can promote my shit. Dames of Destiny, come join us and come be girls and have vaginas and play games because we're so cool.
We're girls and we play video games.
Yay, good for us.
Girls play
I don't
video
give a
games too.
fuck, you goddamn casuals.
Right.
They need to get her ass off that fucking show. I mean, there was a Reddit thread about it last week after the episode came out, and it was just a Belle Bunny hate fest, and I loved it. I read through every fucking comment on that thing.
There's nothing better than a hate thread.
Yeah, I love fucking hate threads, especially on people that I fucking hate.
Yeah.
But
there's nothing brings people closer together than hatred.
Exactly. I mean, look at 9/11. Now, don't get me wrong. There's still like Bife and Mesa Sean. two great guys on there. I mean, Vlad can certainly get up on his high horse, but he plays the game a lot, plays a lot of PvP, knows what he's talking about, puts in the hours to actually have stuff to talk about, and Mesa Sean, same thing, Twitch streamer, YouTuber, whatever, plays the game enough that he has interesting perspectives and stuff to talk about for the game because he actually plays the fucking game.
Mm-hmm.
You just can't say the same for Bell Bunny or even their main host, the Mark guy, whatever. I mean, I understand, busy with kids, busy with family stuff.
Right.
Then don't do a fucking gaming podcast if you don't have time to play fucking games.
Right. To me, if you're a host of a gaming podcast or a host of a gaming channel, you should be an expert on what you're talking about.
Minimum 20 hours a week. Absolute minimum.
Oh, yeah.
I probably get closer to like 40, 50 hours a week.
Oh, yeah. I play
I've got, a fiance, we're planning a wedding, got the dog I gotta take care of, got full-time job I'm doing, grandma living across the hall, I got stuff I gotta do with her.
And you're still almost playing more than I am.
And I'm playing games every fucking second, every fucking day. I'm still in there doing something, playing something.
And making podcasts and doing all this stuff.
Yeah, and doing all this stuff. There's no excuse, it seems like, for someone that is such a casual to be on a goddamn gaming podcast. And it's just, I don't know, it's irritating. I just wish they would drop her ass.
Right. And she's just probably connected somehow. She just got lucky and knows the right people.
No, it's just because she's a fucking girl, and they want to have a diverse group to talk about games with.
There's always got to be the one girl. Is she even hot? I don't even know who she is.
I guess we can go down that road. No, she's not.
Okay, see, alright. Well, I mean, I don't know why I was saying that, but I mean, it's always better to have a hot girl analysis rather than,
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, it's like all the female sportscasters on, like, ESPN and shit.
Right. Is she blonde, though?
Fucking, I don't even know.
Okay, because most places...
I feel like dirty blonde. I don't know. I've seen, like, one or two pics.
Because a lot of places, a.k.a. Fox News and, places,
yeah,
they're like, blonde woman.
You get some fucking blonde bombshells up there and talk about shit she doesn't know.
And then no one cares what they're saying. They're like, that's a blonde woman.
Oh, look at them tits and ass, bro.
Girl, blondes have more fun. I don't know what she's saying, but... girl.
But yeah, she's definitely not one of those. If we're gonna bag on that direction.
All right, I'm gonna have to look this up later.
But one more thing for Destiny, like we touched on for a second there, is that there's no roadmap for what's to come.
Right.
DICE just released for Battlefield their entire roadmap for the rest of 2016 into 2017. We know when all the DLCs are going to drop. We know when all the free maps are coming out. We know.
Is that for Hardline, or do they have another Battlefield game?
The new Battlefield, I think Battlefield 4, isn't it? Isn't that out? Isn't that a thing?
Might be.
I think so.
I don't usually pay attention to Battlefield.
Yeah, I don't really play Battlefield.
I played Hardline, the beta, and that was fun, but
yeah.
Just because it was free and, right there.
Right. But Bungie needs to take a page out of DICE's book, and they need to give us fucking something to work with.
Or even if it's barely any information at all.
Yeah,
a little is better than
tell
zero.
Us something is coming. And I don't want a fucking mini event. I don't want another PvP thing.
Right.
Tell us some PvE content is coming.
They're just going to be like, we're in the process of making Destiny 2, and that's going to be like it, or something.
Honestly, I would not be surprised.
To me, that'd be fine, because at least they have a game plan, rather than just, sitting there.
Well, yeah. On that part, Crux, too, for sure. You're either good at games or you're not. And there's plenty of great... just to go back to this, plenty of great female Destiny players like Miss 5000 Watts. She's a fucking beast.
See, we're not saying girls are bad at video games. We're saying he's saying in particular this
specific casual bitch who sucks at games and doesn't play them enough has no business doing a podcast on games.
Right.
Even in that Reddit thread, they said, replace Bell Bunny with Miss 5000 Watts.
Yeah.
She plays the game enough. She knows what she's talking about. She'd be a great addition to the show.
Yeah, because I have no problem with females being, into video games, talking about video games, being hosts, as long as they know what they're talking about.
I wish my fiance played more video games, for sure.
All I care
I'm not
about
talking about no phone games.
Right.
I don't give a shit on your perspective of Candy Crush.
Candy Crush. Oh, I got this new King app game, and you're just like, cool.
Cool deal.
Casual bitch.
Fucking filthy. But, I mean, we definitely need some information coming out for Destiny, just like Battlefield has. It's just, we just need more communication from a show like that.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what is coming out tomorrow?
This dick?
New, I would hope so.
Oh,
wink,
it's already
wink.
out.
This COD DLC, The Awakening.
Yeah.
We're getting, 4 new maps? I think 4 new multiplayer maps and
4 new maps. One of them...
One new zombies maps.
Yeah, one new zombie map, and one of the maps looks like they had 3 different versions of the map.
Really?
If I looked at it earlier, and they showed one picture for a map, and it was cut into 3. One was forest, one was snowy, and one was something else.
It's probably just 3 sections of the same map. Because
That could be.
Call of Duty has the classic, 3 lanes multiplayer maps.
Right, yeah.
We always say going to the capture the flag, going left, going right, going down the middle.
Yeah.
Those are the 3 options.
See, I usually don't get map packs or anything in video games, but I might.
Yeah,
have
I
to
usually don't
invest.
either. But I enjoy Black Ops enough. Like I'm thinking I'm gonna get it. It's only $14.99. It's less than $15, guys.
Right, I might just get the season pass and just be set.
Yeah, season pass is like $50-$60 though.
I mean, they're gonna come.
Yeah, I know there's gonna be more stuff. I really think the season pass is $50. There's probably gonna be 4 DLCs, $15 each. So you're only saving like $10.
Right.
I'd rather just buy the 15 or the DLC for 15 as they come out.
Oh, okay.
But I'm pretty stoked on that. I like as much Black Ops as I play, I'm ready for a few new maps.
Right.
Especially they have it's like Skyhook, I think it's called. It's the Black Ops 3 version of the cruise ship in Black Ops
the
2.
helicarrier.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's gonna be badass. That was definitely my favorite map in Black Ops 2 for sure. So that'll be fun to play that map again.
$50, which I mean, it
Yeah,
probably is.
$50.
50 for
Yeah.
most season passes are around that much for big games like this.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my Fallout 4 season pass was $50 as well.
I believe they're probably going to come out with like 2 or 3 or 4 DLCs like they have for every other.
Dude, yeah,
Fallout
and
game.
when I was picking up my game from GameStop, they're like, "You want to buy the season pass for?" Because I got Black Ops and Fallout 4 at the same time. They're like, "Would you like to buy the season pass for Black Ops?" Like, "Oh no, I'm fine, I'm good."
Yeah.
What about for Fallout? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sign me up for it.
Yeah,
'Cause,
exactly.
I mean, it's fucking Fallout DLC. Of course I'm gonna love it. Of course I'm gonna buy it. Might as well just sign up for the season pass. Save myself, $5-10.
Exactly.
So we got that coming out. Pretty stoked for that. I'll have to buy that here after we get done with this.
Because it comes out tomorrow, the 2nd, right?
Yeah, comes out tomorrow the 2nd.
Okay, so everybody get on that. I mean, if you're going to get it.
Right. So over the weekend, too, we had PAX South.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Have you ever seen any coverage of PAX or anything like that? You know what it is generally?
Yeah, well, the gaming crew that I pay attention to, they usually just go to PAX East because they're on that side. They don't usually go
makes
to the
sense,
other ones. Yeah. But yeah, I've heard, some things, but I usually don't pay attention until after it's already done so I can get all the information rather than bits and pieces at a time.
Right. I tried looking up a bunch of information coming out for it, unless you were watching the live cast of, or the coverage of people that were there and showing the different releases. You missed it, and you're gonna have to wait for the articles to be written up. But I did see a lot of posts everywhere about cosplayers from PAX South, and there's some pretty impressive ones.
Oh, there always are.
Yeah, always a bunch of babes in character costumes.
Those are my favorite. Are the big-titted women that are just like, look at the cosplay I made, and it's just literally just this small outfits, and their tits are just like blam and out.
That character's a nun, though. Why is she in a bikini?
Because it's one of those nuns from Hitman where they're like assassin and they're sexy.
This was just my take on it.
All right.
But I did have a buddy, Skydive Gay Guy, shout out. He went to PAX South.
That's a great name.
Yeah, great fucking name.
Yeah.
He's a really cool guy, does a pretty entertaining stream. I like him. But he attended PAX South, and I was tweeting with him about it. He said, for the most part, there wasn't any really big news, no AAA titles they announced or anything there. So I guess, we're not missing out on much. They basically just kind of showcased a lot of indie games. He said a few that stood out to him were Prisma, Freedom Planet 2, and Quest of Souls. I couldn't find anything on Quest of Souls, but I checked out the other two.
Freedom Planet sounds really familiar.
Yeah, there was a Freedom Planet 1, which I couldn't find any gameplay for. Freedom Planet 2,
I think
I just
I'm thinking
saw...
of Planet Side.
Yeah, you probably are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Freedom Planet 1, it's kind of a side-scroller. It looks exactly like Sonic in the way that you move around and stuff.
Oh, it's like a multi-tier thing where you go back and forth.
Yeah, and you sprint around, go super fast, go around loop-de-loops and twisty ties.
Nice. Classic
It's
stuff.
basically Sonic, but you can punch out enemies. It's basically Sonic plus a little fighting mechanics here and there.
Okay.
And I'm sure I'm totally undercutting the entirety of the game.
Right.
There's more to it than just that. But
see, I miss simple times of video games when side-scrollers were the bee's knees, where Sonic and Mario ruled. Because those are simple games that everybody could enjoy and play, rather than these super in-depth games where you have to
Yeah.
pay every little pay attention
Well, I mean,
to every little detail.
there's still indie games that come out like this all the time, which
Right, but they're not like highly promoted. They're like
no, yeah, but
You know.
I mean, they're still out there. If you're looking for that, you can still buy them off like PlayStation
that's
Store.
that's
If, you
true.
know, if you play on Steam, there's always a ton of games like that you can play on.
Mhm.
But Freedom Planet 2, the trailer I saw, it looked like the intro to like an anime show. It was just all animated. They didn't show any gameplay, but I assume it's going to be, you know, just like PlanetSide, or not PlanetSide,
Yeah.
God damn you. Freedom Planet 1, touched up graphics, new mechanics, I'm
Crux
sure.
says it's great, so I trust his judgment.
Oh, yeah. Crux is all about games like that. I'm sure, what'd you play it on Steam there? But yeah, I definitely trust that. So you've heard it here first, guys. Crux says Freedom Planet's great. Freedom Planet 2 is probably going to be good too. But I checked out this Prisma game. It looks fun as fuck.
Prisma? Is it?
Prisma.
Okay.
At E3 2015, they actually won best game for their category. It was like a college creation. A bunch of students created it
Nice.
and entered it to a contest for E3, and they won for that year.
Hell yeah.
It's another platforming side scroller,
Okay.
but the mechanic is you have different little attributes your little running guy can do based on what color he is, and you can switch your colors back and forth.
Oh, okay.
So yellow, you run super fast. Blue, you can like adjust gravity, or like you can jump higher, jump further. Red, you can smash through items or smash through like walls, blockades. Stuff like that, and you kind of like combine all of these colors as you're sprinting through this map. You go really fast. You're in the yellow, run fast. Here's a big jump, switch to blue, cross the bridge. Oh, there's a wall at the end of this gap. So unless you
Yeah.
bust through the wall, you're gonna fall into this hole and die. So you run, you're yellow, you jump, you go blue. Before you hit, you go red, bust through the wall, and then keep going. It's going to be like all stuff like
It's like a
that.
side-scroller puzzle type
Yeah,
thing.
side-scroller kind of puzzle thing. It looked like a lot of fun. Like I saw some gameplay.
It sounds pretty good. Sounds like a game
They
I
said
can
it probably
get
should come out sometime later this year. If they said anything goes wrong, early 2017 at the latest.
into. Are they in like beta testing stage right now? I take it. Like they had a short clip for E3 or whatever, and they're still.
Yeah, they had a short clip, short demo, I think, for E3, and I'm sure they're putting on the finishing touches,
Right.
trying to work out a development deal with someone. But they said it should drop somewhere between like $8 to $12. Honestly, it's probably going to be like 15.
Right, I
But
can
from
dig
what I
that.
saw, I mean, it looks like it's good for a few hours. I'd probably buy it for $15.
Yeah. Because if you like it, you can have your fiance play it, or anybody else who's just like, this game was good, you want to give it a shot?
Yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
it's one of those easy to pick up kind of games. It looks like.
Okay.
So pretty stoked about that. Can't wait for that to come out. Did you see this Pikachu Detective game, Mr. Pokemon player?
Yeah, you were showing me it earlier, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah.
With Danny
Seeing that
DeVito.
video, yeah. So I haven't actually seen what the gameplay looks like. They just had this trailer for it, where it just shows like Pikachu in a detective's hat walking around the city. It kind of looked like almost like a live action thing.
Yeah.
I know it wasn't. Just like really good graphics, real realistic looking environments and people. But Pikachu was in it, and he was just going around doing detective stuff. So I'm not sure what kind of game it's going to be. But some YouTuber actually put Danny DeVito's voice over Pikachu, like talking, moving his mouth,
Yeah.
and it looks. If they could actually get Danny DeVito to do the voices for it, I'd pick up. I would go buy a fucking Wii U
Yeah.
just to play this game with Danny DeVito. It'd be so fucking funny. I would
feel
love
like
it.
The only way he won't do it is if the creators don't want him specifically.
Oh, exactly. You know he'd do it.
Because if you've seen It's Always Sunny, you know he's gonna do whatever you ask him to do.
Yeah.
So if he's like, "Hey, can you portray Pikachu or this version of Pikachu?" He'd be like, "Hell yeah!"
Yeah, the guy's a madman.
Right.
He would absolutely make that game if he did it.
Oh yeah, that'd be a huge hit.
Yeah, I just wanted to see if you had saw anything on that. So we got some February releases here coming up. Where's my piece of sheet paper?
The
Here
only
we
thing I
go.
know releasing in February are movies. Well, I guess I know some video games.
Well,
Like
I know we got Deadpool coming up.
Deadpool
Which I
and-
need to talk to you about that. We got some
Deadpool
plans
and
we need to work
Zoolander
out.
too, same day,
Oh shit! Seriously?
February 12th.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to fucking love that Zoolander movie. I still quote it all the time.
All
Anytime
the
I caught,
time.
I caught the Deadpool.
simple.
Yeah.
That's the one I quote the most.
Merman.
It's in the computer.
But so for February we got some AAAs and we got some indie games coming out. We got Gravity Rush 2. Looks pretty sweet. Used to be on the PS Vita. Now it's coming to PS4.
Ooh. Is the Vita still a thing?
Not really. I mean,
Yeah.
every once in a while a game comes out for it. It's not really getting too many new titles, like, at all.
Right.
I don't think it's getting a lot of support from PlayStation.
I think Nintendo just nailed the handheld consoles.
Yeah, they've
and
got that
that's
shit
it.
under wraps.
Yeah. I
But-
like how Xbox didn't even try.
Oh, of course not. There's no reason to. There's
Right.
there's too much of a stranglehold on the market by Nintendo.
They just
and
nailed
I
it.
guess PSP, PS Vita for some better emulated games, but
Right.
there's no edge to work your way in there for that for a new
Nintendo's
company.
been doing it for decades.
Yeah.
And you just can't top someone who's been doing it for that long.
Nope, they got the monopoly pretty much.
Yep.
But anyways, this Gravity Rush 2 game, it's kind of like an action fighter, but the gimmick is you can control gravity. There's different gravity modes. You have light gravity, you can float about, or increased gravity, be stuck on the ground, have like super low jumps, but be a lot stronger and hit harder.
Yeah.
But you can just manipulate gravity to fight all these different enemies, get through different things, fight bosses. It looks pretty fun from the gameplay that I saw. I might actually check that out. I might buy that. It comes out tomorrow, actually, February 2nd.
Oh, okay.
And if you guys are on the PC, we got XCOM 2 coming out.
Yeah.
I know you said you've played the first XCOM, Enemy Within, something like that. I think you were talking about that before.
I think I was mentioning it when I was saying all the games that were gonna
That
come
might have
out
been
this
out.
year.
But I know a lot of people like the XCOM series.
I've heard good things.
Yeah.
I mean, I try and dabble in as many games as I can, but it's
Yeah,
really limited
yeah.
for someone,
No
of
money.
me. Yeah, that has
Yeah.
no money.
For sure. But that's coming out for PC tomorrow as well. I wrote down here, Ask Creed Chronic, Russia. We got Assassin's Creed Chronicles, Russia, is coming out February 9th. Those are those little like mini games or like mini Assassin's Creed games.
Oh yeah,
I've never played any of the Chronicles.
Yeah.
Honestly, I haven't played an Assassin's Creed game since Black Flag.
Black Flag is definitely my favorite by far.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun too. So I'm not totally sure like what goes on in these little Chronicle things. I think it said it's coming out for PS Vita, PS4. I guess if you just love the Assassin's Creed world, it's another installment for you to go check out.
Like the story.
With the time in Russia.
The storyline's cool, but the problem I have is the gameplay.
Yeah, it just gets super repetitive.
They don't try and. I'm not gonna say don't try and update it, which I mean they try, but it doesn't seem like they do it well enough.
They don't branch out enough too. They don't introduce enough new mechanics for the most part.
The only new thing I think they tried to add was like I said, like we were talking about in Black Flag, when you could do
ships. It's much
and
more
you
open
could
world
you
too.
can go harpooning and shit. you
Yeah,
know?
go whale hunting.
Go whale hunting and all that shit.
Same for February 9th. We got Firewatch coming out. This game, I'm fucking stoked for this. I didn't know about it until like a week ago. Unravel.
Okay.
Ever heard of it?
No.
You play as this little yarn cat, little yarny boy,
Okay.
and it's a side scroller, but it is fucking beautiful. I'll show you the trailer after we get done here.
Mhm.
It looks fucking amazing. It kind of looks like how Journey is, just like this incredibly visually stimulating experience where there's interesting, fun gameplay, but I think the way you move through this world and the stuff that you experience and see is going to be like the biggest part about it. I was just watching the trailer like, oh my god, like with the music they had,
Yeah.
I mean the gameplay looks fun, but all like the background, the imagery,
But
the
was
graphics.
it actual gameplay or was it?
It was actual
finger
gameplay.
quotes
No,
gameplay?
it was actual gameplay.
Oh, okay.
It looked just amazing. Like I'm really stoked to play this beautiful looking game.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Unravel. Coming to the PS4 February 9th. I'm gonna be getting that as soon as it fucking hits the store.
See, I like Junior. Junior, you're my boy, but he's like, he never knows anything.
It's true.
See, like I was talking to Mr. NSA earlier, I'm more of, into the gameplay and the mechanics of games,
Right.
rather than knowing all the stuff behind the scenes, because I don't care enough. There's a lot of things that you can clearly tell I don't care about. So,
Yeah.
if I
Fashion, Mr. Wear the postal office
Man,
shirt.
a postal shirt. Yeah, but like, I'm more of like I have to play the game to really, talk about it. Cause,
Right.
Like I said, I just don't. Because we all know you are the informative one,
I guess so. Yeah.
and I'm the one that just has opinions.
Yeah. You gotta just keep the ball rolling in the conversation.
I'm here for support.
Right. You're basically just here so I'm not talking to myself.
Okay, I can dig that.
And we got Street Fighter V coming out February 16th. not really a super big fan of Street Fighter games, but
Me neither, yeah.
I mean, it's a big part in the fighting competitive nature.
Yeah, it's well liked.
Fire Emblem Fates. I haven't played a Fire Emblem game in fucking years. That's coming out February 19th. Far Cry Primal, February 23rd. I'm getting that. Looks fucking sweet. Can't wait. I can't wait to mount a mastodon, a big woolly mammoth, and just go on this big caveman adventure.
Right.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Plants vs. Zombies 2, Garden Warfare 2. That's 2 in French.
I really like
is
the gameplay
also
for
coming
the
out
first
February
one,
23rd.
so hopefully the second one is going to be...
Yeah, apparently from what I've heard people playing the beta, it's a lot of fun. Like, it's a little bit more of a casual shooter, but all of the plants, all the zombies have different little abilities. They all have different guns. I guess there's just a little bit of more balance work that needs to go into it from people that played the beta, which I'm sure from the responses they had and feedback they got, they're gonna fix those things. So when the game launches, I'm sure it's gonna be a lot more balanced. It's gonna be an even greater game than the beta was, which as it should be. And of course, this day and age, if they need to fix some little shit, they can just put a little update patch on there.
Right.
But that game actually looks pretty fun. I might get it.
I almost got the first one, but I got... was it Far Cry 4? Yeah, Far Cry.
Oh, yeah.
Far Cry when that came out.
I don't know. It might be worth a buy. I might check it out. Maybe I'll watch a little bit of gameplay footage first. I mean, if it's a little too cartoony, it's a little too kiddie. If the gunplay isn't good enough, kind of like how Star Wars Battlefront was, I just might not be interested.
To me, what you got to look at is the community, how many people play it, and how long they play it for. Because it could be a great game, but if not,
it might die out. Yeah,
exactly. To me, that factors into if I'm going to buy a game.
Exactly.
Yeah, it could be fantastic, but if no one's playing online or whatever, then to me, it's not worth it.
Yeah, pretty much. But we'll see how it goes. I mean, it's towards the end of the month, and of course, to be honest, I probably won't get it because I'll be trying to smash through Far Cry Primal before The Division actually launches in March. So I'm going to have enough on my plate there.
I feel like this year's going to be great for video games, movies, television. It's just going to be a good year in general.
Yeah, I feel like every year just gets better for just media. I mean, any form of entertainment, it's just getting better and better. We're getting better TV shows that are like fucking movies. We're getting some decent fucking movies. We're getting better and better video games for the most part. It's a good time to be alive. Born too early to explore the universe, born too late to explore the world, but born just the right time to explore the virtual realms of video games.
Man, I really wish you were going to say post dank memes.
Born just right to post dank memes.
Because that's the expression I know. Too late to explore the world, galaxy, and just enough time to post dank memes.
It's an interesting time for sure.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to get into this, a little bit of brociology?
Sure, the one that we threw together right before.
Exactly. So this is the portion of the show where we kind of look at the other side of the gaming screen and talk about the gamer and the gaming community. And this week's topic is the rage quit.
The rage quit and the people going for kills and not the objectives.
Which causes a lot of people to rage quit.
True.
So we've all been there. We've all gotten frustrated with the game.
And we're all guilty of it from time to time. It just depends on how much.
Exactly. To what degree do you rage quit? Since I've been playing games since I was fucking 3 years old, I remember, 4 or 5 years old, playing Donkey Kong Country in my room, can't get past a part, and it's like, God, I hate this game. It's such poopy. And just throwing my controller down and going outside to play for a little bit, come back, and beat it like the first fucking try.
Oh, yeah.
Or trying to complete, shoot or gun range challenges in Perfect Dark. Trying it, can't fucking get it, getting pissed, leave, come back, do it first time.
Yeah.
And it's been that way for my entire life.
I agree with that.
You play video games enough, and video games that challenge you enough, you're going to come into something that really frustrates you. And I feel like it's been even worse since online games became a big thing.
Yeah.
Where, you're playing against other people. You play video games enough, and video games that challenge you enough, you're going to come into something that really frustrates you. And I feel like it's been even worse since online games became a big thing.
Yeah.
Where, you're playing against other people, whether it's lag or some guys pulling off the fucking cheap shit, camping in a corner.
Head glitching like a motherfucker.
just doing something that's fucking greasy, takes no skill, but just keeps fucking killing you. And you keep getting more and more pissed off, so you keep trying to challenge him. Oh, I'm gonna get this guy.
Yeah.
God, he got me again!
Exactly.
And you throw your fucking controller through a TV screen.
That's basically why my controller is... I don't know if anyone can see this, but that's why my controller is half blue and half white.
Yeah, I mean, I've gone through 2 PS4 controllers already. I went through probably 3 Xbox 360 controllers.
Oh, I've gone through so many Xbox 360 controllers.
Yeah, I mean, for 360, I remember there are holes in my apartment building that I've had to patch up in the last couple of years.
Sounds like my house.
From playing GTA. I remember the last big one I had from that was I was in one of the tennis matches. You know, it seems like a pretty casual, easygoing thing to do. It's a tennis match.
Yeah.
But it was one of the hour-long tennis matches. Like, we did, like, the longest game that you can. There's an award you get in the game for winning, the longest tennis match that you can possibly play for.
Yeah.
And me and this guy are just going back and forth. There was one of my clanmates at the time.
Oh, okay.
Just going back and forth, super close game. And I'm like, all right, come on. And his character kind of, like, glitches. And you see him going to hit the ball this way, and it goes the other direction. And he wins the game that way. And I was like, what the fuck? God damn it! And like, he can hear me like through the mic and everything. And I fucking like ripped my headset off and just take my wireless controller and just chucked it as hard as I could at the fucking wall. Mm-hmm. It goes through the fucking plywood and spread pieces all inside the wall.
Oh,
so
damn,
there's still fucking Xbox controller pieces inside my wall, like right around the corner there. I just had to fucking patch it up.
Oh, that's too good.
But I fucking busted that goddamn controller.
Was it one of those ones like you have now where it's a see-through one, or was it an actual...
No, it was like the actual like 360 controller.
Because I always hated those ones, the ones that, could light up and you could see all the circuit boards and stuff, because I had one for GameCube, and one solid, I didn't even throw it, I literally had it in one hand, and it just went BAM! And I could find pieces of it like months later in my room.
Yeah.
I'd be laying on my bed and be like, oh, fuck, what the shit?
Yeah. I mean, I've, punched a hole in a wall, getting super pissed. Mm-hmm. I mean, when you're so passionate about something, you're gonna rage a little bit.
Right.
I mean, people that don't play games sometimes don't understand. Like my mom and my fiance as well later in life, always say, "I don't understand how you can get so upset. It's just a game."
Yes, you're like
you don't understand.
Don't get it.
Whether it was my file getting erased, I spent 200 hours on, the memory card getting corrupted, getting super pissed about something like that. Or something going wrong in like an online game. It's the time you've put into it being wasted. People say video games are a waste of time anyway. Not necessarily, but I want all the stuff I've built up virtually to be there when I want it to be accessed. So not having access to the stuff that you built up virtually, super irritating. More than cause for a rage quit or just a rage.
And it feels so much better to literally, no matter what it is, to throw something. Let it be like a piece of paper where you're just like, it's just so gratifying to try and throw something as hard as you can, because that lets out the anger.
Yeah, exactly. And
if it happens to be a controller, well, then it just happened to be a controller.
That's what I had in my hand.
Yeah.
But with the PS4 controllers, I've playing Destiny. That's largely been honestly, it's been playing Destiny and Iron Banner. Mm-hmm. That's where my biggest rages have been. Where either it's just mind-numbingly laggy, or just some bullshit's going on. Because I used to get in this bad habit of having, my controller in my right hand. I'm not actually going to bust your controller.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
But having like this, and then like, God damn it, and then like slamming it against my the heel of my left hand.
Because if you look at my controller, that's exactly what I did, and it's broken up at the top in between these.
It's so easy to do. But God, fuck, bam. And on the last controller I had, see, that's how, with this one over here, that's why I'm missing my L1 button completely. Because I just did that. L1 button goes flying across the room. I could never find it.
That happened to my L2 button. That's why
the room was completely clean. There's nothing on the ground. It just vanished. I'm pretty sure I just vaporized it. I hit it so hard. But the controller before that one, playing something, I remember I fucking hit the controller against my hand, and it cracked on the side, and I got pissed at that. I was like, God, fuck. Wham, 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 and just like smashed it against my hand like 10 more fucking times as hard as I could. The fucking heel of my hand is all fucking bruised for the next week, and the controller was literally just fucking mangled. Like the whole left side of the controller where I was hitting it against had already cracked in half. All the computer components were like crushed into each other. The plastic's everywhere. Just so fucking pissed.
Damn, man.
I mean, maybe I've got a little bit of an anger problem when it comes to game. Maybe. But I might admit to a little bit of that.
Yeah, just a little bit.
But as far as, not just raging, but rage quitting,
Yeah.
Rabbit here is one of the worst people to be on a team with when you're trying to get some PvE content done.
Yeah.
And it's taking a little bit longer, sometimes things mess up, sometimes, one or two of your, teammates, your fire team, aren't as good as the others. They're making some mistakes. They die. And, maybe it makes us take, an extra hour, 2, maybe 3 hours to kill
much.
Oryx or kill Skolas. And, about an hour extra in, Rabbits, all right, come on, guys, let's get it.
Back to like the
So-and-so is down. Guardian down. God damn it, guys, come on.
Back to like the first episode, man.
About an hour and a half in, 2 hours in. Dude, what the fuck? Come on, man.
Well, see,
come on. And
we
start
all
calling
know-
people out by name.
Okay.
2.5 hours in, Paired Rabbit has left the fire team.
Right, because it's so frustrating when we've clearly done it with, let's say, me and you and 4 other people. We've done this before.
Right.
And for some reason we can't do it. And we've done it so smoothly before. I'm
Yeah.
just like, I don't get it, guys. It's the same thing. And the reason why I get so frustrated is I'm not trying to, be talking about how I'm better than people, but when we're doing raids and stuff, I usually am not the one to mess up. About 90% of the time,
Yeah.
it's not me. So that's why it's so frustrating to me. I'm
Yeah.
like, guys, if I can do this, I believe all of you can do
I mean,
this.
I've certainly had the thought of, God damn it, if I just had a full fucking fire team of 6 NSAs is watching us, I'd beat this whole fucking
smooth
shit just
fun.
right through.
Yeah.
God, I can't wait till we can have clones.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah, Junior, exactly. Rabbit quit the first time we beat Oryx.
I can believe that. Because, I mean...
I mean, it's justified sometimes where, I remember back when Skolas was the thing, and you, Dillo, and Roach...
That was the best, because it was not awesome. God, how long did it take us? It took us like
5 hours, 6 hours?
6+ hours. And like half of the time was on Skolas because Darlo and Roach, they're good people. I like talking to them. I don't
Yeah.
mind playing with them.
You got weed for Roach just the other week.
That's true. But they just can't hang. Like, they understand the game, but they don't...
Don't have the finger skills to, execute the
That
strat.
and... They're so used to people telling them where to go, when to do something, and I don't like playing like that. I mean, I don't like telling people where you should go, when you should do it, and doing this because you've done it before.
Yeah.
You know where
I mean,
to go.
if you've ever played with me, you're
the leader.
I almost always, whether it's a group of randoms or not, I kind of just jump into the leadership role.
Yeah.
Just like, okay,
There's always gotta
let's
be
hear.
one, and I don't
someone
mind-
go over there, someone go over there. Me and so will be over here. Okay, let's do this. All right, here's the game plan.
Yeah, because I don't mind it being you, because you know exactly what you're talking about and
Yeah,
know
I
how
feel
it
like I do
works.
pretty decently. Leading
yeah.
people, telling people where to go.
I
and
mean, you basically
not
led
being
us through.
and not being a super cunt about it too.
Yeah, you led us basically through all the raids, trials, Prison of Elders.
Yeah,
everything.
pretty much.
Yeah.
But there's been a few times. I remember one of my worst rage quits was when we were doing Crota, and it was us and all of the Gentleman's Circle dudes, you, me, Matt, and a bunch of those guys.
Yeah.
And I think because we were playing with people from the UK, our connections were all fucked up.
Well, because they're the only 2 people in it.
Yeah, and just so much glitchy bullshit kept happening over and over again. And I was our sword runner.
Yeah.
And they kept fucking blaming me for me not being able to do shit. Like,
I think I remember that.
we down Crota, and I go in for my, my 3 to 4 swings. I know exactly how to do it, done it plenty of times. And he comes up early after the second swing. I'm like, oh shit! So I try and get out of there, but he's already swung and he's already killed me. And they're like, God damn it, NSA. And eventually I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Go find your own fucking sword bearer. So I just fucking disconnected and went and took a shower, came back, and I hopped back on after I, calmed down a little bit. I was like, yeah, you guys fucking beat it yet? No, we can't find a sword bearer. Yeah, I didn't fucking think so.
Yeah, because
and so I connected back in and we got it done 2 or 3 more tries.
Because that's why I never ran Swordbearer for that. It's because whoever's
So much
running it is
pressure.
going to get blamed for everything.
You literally get blamed for fucking everything,
Yeah.
and it's super irritating.
Unless you're Mr. Matt and you just get blamed for everything just for
Well,
being
yeah,
Matt.
yeah. That became a running gag where
Even if Matt's not playing.
not in the fire team. God
That's
damn
fine.
it, Matt!
Oh man, I miss that guy.
I know.
Playing too much Mortal Kombat.
Playing too much GTA on Xbox, man.
Oh,
Let's
that's true, too.
Come back to the dark side on PS4.
The dark side. It's definitely the light side.
I guess so.
I just prefer PS.
It's not the
PlayStation.
east or the west side. No, it's not. It's the dark side. You are correct.
Classic.
You remember that shit?
Yeah. I
Anyways,
like this is my favorite broshiology so far. Getting sidetracked.
But if you're playing with a group of people within reason, stick with them. Don't be a rabbit, and don't quit after like an extra hour. You know, when someone rage quits like that, it just brings down the whole. It brings down the whole morale of the team when you're bitching at them and sighing the whole time leading up to the rage quit.
Yeah.
But once someone rage quits, it instantly just drops the morale of the whole team like tenfold. Everyone's like, okay, well, I guess we got to find another person.
Yeah.
You guys just want to do this tomorrow? Yeah, I guess we'll pick it up then.
Thanks everybody for putting up with my rage quits, because I've rage quit so many times, and then I come back on, they're like, hey, Rabbit, no big deal, and I'm just like, yeah,
yeah,
no problem.
I mean, it was almost expected after a while. I mean, there were plenty of times where you would rage quit, and I'd be like, God fucking damn it, dude, he did it again. And I'd mute my mic and go bitch to sitting back. Dude, I can't, Andrew, he fucking does this shit, dude. He's such a little bitch, man. Fucking little pussy-ass cunt. He just fucking rage quits anytime anything goes wrong.
Yeah.
I have raged about you more than a few times about you rage quitting.
I have no problem with that. It happens.
No, I know.
Okay, remember the time we beat Oryx? His health was done.
Yep.
Done, and we were doing DPS, just hitting him right in the stomach, and we still didn't win?
Dude, we had all 6 of us shooting at him in the stomach.
Yeah.
The last time that, he goes down, comes back up in the middle, all you have to do is just fucking shoot him in the open stomach, critical hit area.
Yeah, I have a screenshot of it. I might post it to our Facebook page of us beating him, or him having no health and us still not winning.
Yeah.
It blew my mind.
That was, probably one of the more recent times that I've rage quit Destiny, which I rage quit that so hard, I haven't played with, any of those guys from Pat Squad since. That was such a miserable experience for me. I just never want to play with those guys again, just because it was so... I mean, you know me. I'm in bed by 10, 11 o'clock. It was 2, 3 o'clock in the morning at this point. I was in no mood for the bullshit. I was in no mood for people using fucking shotguns during the goddamn Oryx encounter.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me.
And them saying, no, man, it's fine, I'm good with a shotgun, I can do this. Well, not when we're wiping half the time, because Guardian Down over here is trying to shotgun the fucking ogres.
Right, the only part of that raid where shotgun makes sense is the War Priest, just to eliminate all the thralls or the knights.
The knights, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, anyone worth their salt was going to use a sword anyway. Yeah. But, that was just a miserable experience. So, I mean, sometimes you just gotta leave the game in an angry state, i.e. rage quit.
Yeah.
Whether it's, for your own mental health or just to not be with those fucking people anymore. Sometimes scrubs are going to scrub. Sometimes friends are going to scrub. Sometimes you just got to get out.
Yeah, because that's what I do.
But
I rage quit.
Have a little bit more patience, people. If you're working with a team, be a little bit more understanding. Give it time. If someone's dying over and over again, don't just bitch at them. Don't just fucking, God damn it, you fucking suck. Tell them specifically what they're sucking at. Give them a little bit more constructive criticism.
Yes. And
not just blanket, uninstall, go home, snap your disc, kill yourself.
Because I've had many people in Call of Duty do that on my team. First off, I always start off with, man, you suck. And then I go into how and why they suck.
Yeah.
No one can take criticism.
No, of course not.
It always comes, and the people that always suck are the internet hardcore people. They're like, oh, come on, bro. I'm here.
I'm fucking MLG.
Come talk to me. I've had so many people recently gone, all right, bro, you're not even that good. I'm like, dude, I'm at the top of the leaderboard with 3 captures, and you're sitting here negative 7.
Negative with no caps, no returns.
Right, and he's like, no, you suck. And I'm like, all right, man. And I've gotten so many arguments of people going, dude, come down here. Why are you trying to act all hard? I'm like, you're the one telling me to come down there and fight you. I had this guy talking to me about how if I came down to northern Miami, that he's got a gun, and I was just like, all right, man, if you got a gun and you're going to use it on me in real life, you're a fucking pussy.
Yeah. I mean, there's people like that, they're just going to fucking rage. They're just going to be assholes. People that can't take constructive criticism. That's why they go and play team-based modes where they're not going to use the mic. They can just jump in and out and they're not going to have to take any responsibility for their shitty gameplay.
Because I've had many people have no mic on, and then I'm talking trash. Well, I won't say talking trash, but telling them why they suck and all this stuff. And next thing you know, they have a mic.
Yeah, then they put their mic on just to,
now you're here.
Yeah, now you want to communicate.
Right. And it's always, fuck you fucking little bitch. And I'm like, all right, man.
Oh, yeah, whatever, bro.
Right.
You suck.
Yeah, you suck, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, we've had plenty of times where I want to rage quit from playing Capture the Flag, where, honestly, it's more our teammates not doing what they need to do than it is the other team.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if the other team is wrecking us, yeah, they might be decent or they might actually be really good.
Yeah.
But we wouldn't be getting wrecked so hard if it wasn't me and Rabbit with, you know, positive KDs, you know, 2,000 more points than the rest of our team.
Mm-hmm.
It's mostly our teammates sucking that makes me want to just fucking rage quit.
Because almost every lobby we go into, you're either number 1 and I'm like 2 or 3. Like,
Yeah.
Every single time.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time we had a random that had more points than us, or was doing more, or had a better
Or
KD.
if they do have more points than us, it's because for some reason they've played less time in that category and they have more score per minute, which...
No, I mean like in the game. Like
Oh,
more
that
score.
too, yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, it's even worse when they don't have the mic and they're trying to do bullshit where they're trying to not play the objective. They don't have a mic and they're going into, you know, capture the flag to get to the other side of the map and just spawn kill the other team.
Yeah.
They don't care about that flag. They don't care about escorting. They don't care about defending. They're just in it for the fucking kills.
Yes.
Or, you know, they grab the flag and then want to just hold on to it in, like, the middle of the map just to get, you know, 200 points a kill instead of 100.
Yeah, like, I have no problem with that if we're dominating hard. But if it's, like, a close game, you cap that immediately.
Yeah, if we're dominating or if we all have mics on, we're all saying, okay, we got another round coming up. We've got this one in the bag. Let's hold on to the flag, get some more points, get some more score streaks for the next round, and we'll hit them even harder.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
But if you're a random guy, no mic, and you're just holding on to the flag, you can bet your fucking ass. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to take that flag, and I'm going to cap it.
Because you've seen many times where I do that exact same
Oh,
thing
yeah, yeah.
you just described.
You just did it yesterday.
Yeah, like this dude we were playing, and he was literally 2 feet in front of the flag, and he was talking crap the whole game, and I just killed him and captured it.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling.
Yeah, hopefully that guy rage quits.
Yeah, because, yeah, it took me a while to figure out you can only... So, Noah Bro,
Oh, what up, Noah?
can we talk about how bad you are at playing Rogue in the Division?
Fucking Rogue! Fuck you, Noah.
I just thought I'd bring that to your attention.
Well, we'll get to that. Let's go ahead and be done with the podcast here. I think we've
We'll talk about that when we
I think we've
stream
blown our
later.
loads here.
I've blown a load.
So that's it for episode 5 of the Tilted Gamer podcast. You can find me, NSA, at on Twitter, at NSA is watching us. On PSN, NSA _ watching us. Same for Twitch. Paired Rabbit, where are you at?
If you ever want to see NSA's retweets, you can follow me at Paired Rabbit on Twitter. And I stream from time to time at same thing, Paired Rabbit on Twitch.
Follow the Tilted Gamers Twitter at the Tilted Gamer. You can also find us on SoundCloud at soundcloud.com/the Tilted Gamer. I'm getting some news coming up here soon on the website and where that's standing. You know, we're going to have a website for the Cream Team International very shortly. Going to have all kinds of badass features, basically matchmaking for us. Find other members, community boards. We're going to have... it's basically going to be the hot spot for everything Cream Team.
To me, it sounds like
Podcast,
it's going to be
streams,
one of the
YouTube vids.
Not to talk, up about our stuff, but to me, it's the most in-depth website that I've heard for gaming.
I've just never seen a clan website that's going to be as in-depth as this and as pretty as this.
Clans, most major clans are only worried about content rather than their fan base or their community, rather.
Yeah.
They're just like, yo, you want to check out our dubstep quickscoping video? Here's this link, rather than us.
That's pretty much it.
We're, normal gamers that, want to help out other normal gamers.
Yeah, exactly. So we should have some more info on that. It's going to be coming out pretty soon. Super stoked for it. And that's pretty much it for us. Well, we'll catch you later, guys. And I meant to mention it earlier, but, we're here from Kansas City. We like to promote the city, promote local bands from the area. So that's why the intro and the outro music are different every single week.
True.
I pick a different local band. I pick a nice song that I like from them. Play a little bit at the beginning, a little bit at the end, and then we play the entire song at the end.
Oh, fun fact, Shoreline Summit's next band.
You fuck.
Sorry.
I wasn't going to say shit about that.
I know. I couldn't resist, because I wanted to say it that time.
Well, just ignore that. Don't look it up. Don't look at me when I was like 16, 17.
Yeah.
So this week we've got the greeting committee, and they're actually getting
very
up there.
popular.
Yeah, they're already on our little local radio station. It's a pretty damn good band. But
Super catchy.
yeah, super good. Well, that's it for us, guys. It's been real.
Yeah, and
guys,
1 week since you looked at me.
Exactly. So keep it real out there, guys, and stay super green.
Super green, emerald green. Love you.
Just super green.
No, he says emerald green.
Did I say Emerald Green?
Yeah. You wanna watch
Yeah, I think we should.
it?
All right, fifth element time. All right, well, take it easy, fellas. We are done.
Yeah. Bye.